She doesn't think I can make the right-hand turn. I tell you, I can make the right-hand turn. Okay? Don't tell me what I can and cannot do. I've told you a million times, you put your seatbelt on.
Focus.
You wear your seatbelt or I'm going to kill you. Okay? There you have it. There you have it. Right-hand turn.
Can you get over here, please?
Ready for Santa Barbara.
She is.
We're gonna go see Kelly.
Oh yeah. Yes, if you guys remember episode 13, 8, it was way early on in season 1. We went up to Minnesota. Trisha's basically like, I don't even say high school friends, like elementary school friend.
Longest time friend.
Yes. Yeah. So we're headed up there to go hang out with them for 3
We
days.
also have a video of us sailing with them.
To get a lay of the land, so we're driving through Santa Barbara and we went on State Street, and State Street automatically turned into the street that goes right out onto the Santa Barbara Pier, I'm gathering. And we went right in and said the first 90 minutes was free, and then it was $2.50 an hour thereafter. So we just drove out.
Yeah,
Check out this fishing boat ahead of us.
In order to get fresh fish in the morning, you need to be up around 6 or 7, and you have to go get it over in the harbor, not on the wharf.
Okay.
I read online that you could get it at the wharf, but no. 6 or 7. I think I'll be buying fish at the store.
Good morning, Trisha. Take it away.
Buenos dias, chicos.
It's 1:18 p.m. Just saying.
Buenas tardes.
Just saying.
We are on our way to Stearns Wharf, where there is a little petting zoo, marine petting zoo.
Let me tell you something about this marine petting zoo. You can pet the sharks. I've done it 4 times. And then what, Trish?
Okay, then what we're really doing is we're stalling for time, because this cloud cover, we're trying to get it to go away so we can get some really great drone footage of the wharf, show you Santa Barbara, the mission of the town hall. There's some really great architecture down here. We want to make sure that you get to see it. So let's go see.
Let's do it.
They're sea anemones. They're from the jellyfish family. And right here in the middle is their mouth. So that's where they open up and they grab fish. But if you touch them, when you touch them, they stick to you. The Sea Center in Santa Barbara on Stearns Wharf, and this is a totally hands-on experience. You may want to be here if your kids are about 13 and under, but you get to drop things down into the ocean. You get to see sea anemones, starfish, little different types of sharks. So it's a great thing to do if it's cold outside, or if you're just looking to keep your kids entertained for about an hour or 2.
I tell you, my love for museums is coming along quite nicely, yeah?
Yes.
You say I matured as a museum goer?
But this is a hands-on museum.
So I'm immature in general.
But it's a hands-on museum. You like it because you got to be part of it.
It's so insulting in a way, you know?
It's not. Yeah. If you have to view a picture on the wall, it's boring.
No, we can't go to that museum with Mark because it has art. He has to be able to touch the things and put GoPros under microscopes.
Sometimes the truth hurts.
We're
the jellyfish
Hold on,
room.
hold on. Let me select. Hey, leaving the aquarium, I would recommend that. I think that was kind of a cool deal. Trish said 12 or under, kind of on the cusp. Carson and Caleb. Caleb, did you like that? Okay, 12's in.
Yeah, I liked it, but you have
12,
to go
13?
in that like secret
Okay,
aquarium.
it's a 12 or
up in the
13
top.
or younger situation, but you know what? That's better than most museums I've been to. Okay, what's the plan? What are we doing? Where are we going?
Carson's gonna do jump rope.
Keep me entertained, please. Short attention span.
Smell this.
All right, Mac, just try not to.
It's amazing. Mint. Okay, so if you come on down here to Santa Barbara State Street any time of the year on Tuesdays from about 4 to 7, you're gonna find this outstanding farmers market. You can get fresh poultry, you can get fresh meats, and every kind of vegetable or produce that's in season. It's gorgeous. So there's a little sign over here that says no animals of any kind, federal law. There's about an animal every third person, so feel free to bring your dogs.
Trish and I had never been to Santa Barbara is because we kind of heard it was like a couple's town, kind of like not necessarily for kids. Trish, we've been here for all 24 hours. What do you think?
I agree with that statement.
We still agree with that statement.
Fantastic destination for adults. You can go shopping, you can have great food, you can be by the beach. The marina is wonderful. There's so many great things. So if you are RVing, come on through. But if you have a family that needs entertainment and it's not a perfect day and you can't sit on the beach,
Okay, do you want a cool transition to the car? Here, let me put us in the car.
How did that work?
Well,
How did you just switch from the Canon? We went from the State Street to the car, from the Canon to the GoPro. This is blowing
see,
my mind.
it's editing.
It just occurred to me. It just occurred to me. We don't even have to drive back to the RV park.
Should I try it?
Yeah. Why don't you? I mean, why don't you try it? Just swipe in front of the camera. Maybe we'll just show up at the RV park.
Welcome to Santa Barbara.
Keep talking like that.
This is one of the most beautiful places that adorns the city of Santa Barbara.
No, it didn't get Valley Girl. So.
Right here, we have the beautiful Courthouse. You could pack a picnic and go for a walk.
Sure the camera is aware that this is my last dollar.
Last
The
dollar.
last dollar is
Now
being
you're
used for this tour. It better be worth it.
Well, it's a self-guided tour, so you're in
Okay,
charge.
well, I want a refund already.
This is really neat. Did you walk all those stairs?
Yeah.
141, I
You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. Is this not the coolest courtroom you've ever seen? Santa Barbara Courthouse. In the courtroom, stuff all over the walls. So much history. I looked up on Wikipedia trying to find something that like the trials and cases that would have been done here. I couldn't find anything, but I'm sure you guys know. Put it in the comments. There's something about this courthouse that just has so much history. And let me tell you, from a videographer's perspective, not that I'm any videographer, but as I was walking through the halls, the colors and the lights that were coming through was absolutely perfect. As I was walking through those halls over there, I was peering through the window, and then I can see Trish and the kids out here on the grass, which was so cool. But the first thing we did when we got here is we went up the steps up to the clock tower, and the clock tower closes at 4:45. You can get here early, and I don't know that you have to look into the details, but from 1 to 2 there was a clock tower tour where you can go into the room and kind of see the gears working and that kind of stuff. But even if you don't make that, there's a glass room as you're going up the clock tower, and you can kind of peer in and look. But the view of the ocean and the view of the Santa Barbara hills behind, absolutely fantastic. Go off, we're gonna hit up a coffee shop and then go look at other sites and things to do in Santa Barbara. Let's go. Now you look like Caleb. Sunny in Santa Barbara, so I think that must mean that it's time to leave. Right?
That's pretty much what we do here in California.
It rained in Malibu, and then it was sunny on the day we left. It rained all the time we were in Santa Barbara, and now it's
just cloudy.
Cloudy. It rained a little bit.
Okay.
And so now it's been cloudy in Santa Barbara, and now it's time to go. And we just noticed these beautiful mountains behind us. Look at this.
Santa Ana's, I think.
Anyway, we're going to go over and say goodbye to Kelly, and then we're going to get on our way to go up to Pismo Beach. We left Santa Barbara.
What can I see a little?
We're headed to Pismo Beach, just south of San Luis Obispo before we go to Paso Robles. Already, season 3 is starting to get glorious. Yes, these mountains and everything is just absolutely spectacular, and I have a feeling we're just at the beginning. Can't even wait for the redwood forest.
Yes.
All right, but favorite part about Santa Barbara?
The Spanish architecture is amazing, phenomenal. If you go to the courthouse, you will be blown away. The sunken gardens by the courthouse, definitely go there if you can take some pictures. You'll see at least 2 weddings or brides.
Yes.
Because it is the most beautiful place to take pictures. Santa Barbara is eye candy.
Well, I think the thing I liked about it the most, and granted we were there with some pretty crummy weather, unfortunately, but when the sun would come out and the clouds would lift a little bit, there was this huge mountain right behind Santa Barbara. And so you've got palm trees.
Santa Maria Mountains.
Yeah, and so you got huge palm trees and ocean to your left, and then this enormous mountain on your right, and it's like you just don't normally see that type of stuff.
Well, they call it the Riviera of the United States.
Ah, well, that makes sense.
Yes, it's very European feeling, but more Spain influence.
Yeah. So now we are headed up to Pismo Beach, and we'll be staying at Pismo Village RV Park. The reviews are fantastic. The park looks gorgeous online, so we're kind of excited to get up there. Trish and I have been in a lot of RV park laundromats. Never have we been in a laundromat with this many machines. All right?
Yeah.
Ever?
Great.
Ever?
No.
11 months of full-time RVing, and I couldn't even count. There's got to be 20 plus our washing machines in here. Finally, Trish can take up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 machines and not feel bad at all. 5 loads of laundry, hour and a half. Done. Hey, we are all set up, and now we're headed to the Slo Farmers Market every Thursday night, this time of year, right? Or is it all the time?
I think it's all the time, but I don't know.
Anyway, apparently it's very good.
Live music, pre-made foods, barbecue, the whole thing. Plus, on top of it, there's a farmer's market.
Sweet.
So it's kind of like a little city fest, a mini city fest. So we're going to go check it out. Want to come?
We just came across the gold mine.
We're at the, can we call it the Slo Farmers Market?
Slow.
SLO
yes.
for San Luis Obispo
travel.
Farmers Market. And it's like no farmers market we've ever been to ever.
Yes.
Yes?
This is bananas.
This is like a parade, all right? It's not a
Except
farmers market.
we're like the parade.
We're the parade.
Yes.
Okay, I got a couple things I want to say while Trish and I devour this pork and salsa. This is every single Thursday from 6 to 9 all year round. He says, unless if it's raining. And I said, well, how do you know? Like, who calls it? He says, you go to the website. And usually by 3 in the afternoon, they call it. So if it's raining, no go. But if it's not raining and you're in San Luis Obispo on a Thursday, you got to stop here.
I'm busy.
You got to stop here.
Voila!
Thank you.
Thank you,
good voila. That was
hipster meets college town, meets farmers market, meets somewhere in San Francisco, meets something a little Mexican vibe, and then right at the last minute, right when you think there's nothing more this farmers market can offer, we feel like we're in New Orleans.
Yes, the
But
Frog
better.
and Peach Pub.
Frog and Peach Pub, literally a brass band breaks out with a awesome band.
Outstanding.
But so it's like we're in New Orleans now? But Nolans. Sorry. Nolans.
Anyway,
All right, that is it.
this is definitely by far the best farmer's market
we've ever been to. So this is a wrap.
Oh, I did buy vegetables.
All right, there we go. Our token vegetable.
Our token vegetable.
All right, this is a wrap on the SLO Farmers Market. We will catch you guys in the morning, San Luis Obispo.
Bye.
Hasta.
We are out of here. We are leaving Pismo Coast Village RV. And let me tell you something. This place was awesome.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up.
5 thumbs up.
You know, when Trish and I first started RVing, we were a little iffy on these big RV parks. But now that we've been doing it for, I guess, a year, coming up a little bit, these RV parks that are bigger are fantastic because they're a big community of people. And so that means the boys aren't on their computer as much. There's like dogs, so they can go dog sitting. They can ride their bikes around. There's arcade. There's all sorts of things to do.
Wake surfing happen. Yeah,
So-
on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Wake surfing.
They're busy. There's things to do. There's people to meet. Trish and I are meeting people, and we're having conversations. So I would say
Socialized
Yeah.
skills are going up.
hashtag.
We were able to get a ton of laundry done. We were able to, there's a bar and grill in there. They have happy hours, but if you want to go into town, there's this cute little wood bridge that brings you directly into the center of town where there's a ton of people congregating. It's gorgeous, right on the ocean. There's little lookouts. I mean, this is premier.
The
Pismo
location.
Coast Village.
The location is fantastic. If you're headed up the coast, the west coast, like we are, I mean, San Luis Obispo, Pismo Beach is an absolute must stop. So
Yeah.
anyway, we recommend.
And then, of course, on Thursday, we just drove 15 minutes up the road, and we were able to go hit that farmer's market
that's
in San
right.
Luis Obispo.
Yeah.
So if you stay here in Pismo, you can drive right 15 minutes to San Luis Obispo, 15 minutes to Morro Bay.
Yeah.
There's just like everything is right within distance. Lots of day trips, tons of hiking.
Yeah.
Can I guess I'm
Okay, so now we're headed up to Rio Seco Winery, and we're gonna bottle some wine, and we are going to do our first Harvest Host boondocking on a winery.
Wow.
We're very excited.
Wow.
Paso Robles is about 1 hour north of here, so that is our next stop. And here, let me just show you a little glimpse of the downtown Pismo Beach.